Drop my coffee. That is not a good thing. Look, I love my dogs. Yes, I got this thing has all kind of doggies on it. Dachshunds, little pugs. Look, ain't they cute? I love this cup. It says I love my dog, which I do. I love my dog. Dogs. It needs to be plural. I love my dogs. Good morning, Rainy. I bet you thought I wasn't popping on here today, right? Because listeners don't have to be at work. So that's why I'm on here with no face on. So we're going to do my whole entire face. Are you off too, Dana? We are off today. And I'm excited. This hair is not working this morning. This is the haphazardness of getting up late. You put your hair on because you don't feel like doing anything else. Hey, Patty. Good morning. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Judy. Hey, Kathy. Gosh, we are early risers, aren't we? Oh, hey, you're here? Yes. Oh, yes, I am. Okay, yay. Well, probably anybody within a 2 or 3 block radius of the Capitol today is closed. The state part is closed. So we are closed today. I'll go back to work tomorrow, and tomorrow will be a double shift because, you know, everybody not calling today. That's the problem. It is a holiday. No, Patty, it's not a holiday. Today is inauguration for the governor. So where I work and where Dana works, Dana's like on one side of the Capitol. I'm on the other side. So my building is like right at the state capitol of Alabama. And so when I walk around my block, the state capitol is right there. I mean, right there. So it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. We're right there on one side of our building. We have all the history that you can imagine. Just imagine the history. Sometimes when I walk down that street, I'll stop and I'll just stare at everything because you've got the Archives and History, which houses all the artifacts of Alabama. It's incredible. I've been in the basement of that place. It's ridiculously huge. There are so many things. They have these walls that you have to turn the handle and the walls move. It's like you open one up and you can walk down it and there's like thousands of books. It's probably more than thousands of books. It's amazing when you go in this place. And they keep it, the temperature is like in the 60s. So that way everything in there is kept in good shape because some of the stuff is very, very, very old. But, and right across from that is the Capitol. But right between the two, right beside the Archives and History building is the Little White House of the Confederacy, which I believe is where Thomas Jefferson lived. So, I mean, it's like history. And I stand there and I go, you know, this used to be like horse and buggy. Truly. The Capitol, the horse and buggy. I mean, I can just sit there and envision it. And all the cars going up down the street. And you see all the things that were not there when they started. All of that. Isn't that cool? And you can go over in Archives and History and see all of it. So, hey, Vonda Kay, how are you? You missed your day to sleep? No, I went to bed early enough. I mean, you know, I've got 1,000 things to do today. I have to catch up. I've been really bad. I have like 3 bank statements I have to do. I haven't done those. And I can't do our taxes until I do those. So I got to do that today. I've got to go back to Bright House today. I'm thinking about having my toesies done today. And so, I don't know, Annie may be doing some work on the computer. So I'm getting all my stuff done in the morning. I have a lot to do. That's the way my life is. So I haven't done anything to this face. So this is going to be a quick kind of Melissa's going out the door look. Now, I don't know. I was going to do this as an eye look, and I'm still probably going to do this as an eye look. This was the colors I chose today. I think they're really pretty. I haven't combined them before. Well, I've combined these before, but I haven't added this one in. This is a new color, and gosh, I can't remember the name of it. And my toothpick is not laying here anymore, so I'm not sure where my toothpick is. I'll have to get me a new one. Hey, Barbara, good morning. Me too, girl, a bunch to do. I know, I got to cram it all in one day. And then Friday, I'm leaving to go to Pensacola to see Terry. So, I got a full week. Yes, I do. Let me see. This is called Unworldly. Unworldly. I don't understand that name. Does anybody know the meaning of unworldly? Hey, Marcy. I don't understand the meaning of unworldly, but that's a pretty color. It's almost bronzy gold. The light doesn't do it justice. It's very pretty. It's one of the new colors. So that's the reason I wanted to incorporate it. I could get away with probably just doing this and this and this. You know what I'm saying? Just these three. And have a really light color, but I kind of like Fervent. Fervent is my friend. I love Fervent. But first of all, we got to get some face on. I ain't got no face on. So, yeah, I got primer on. I haven't put primer on my eyelids, so let's do that. That has to set for a minute. So, what's everybody doing today? I wanted to talk just a little bit about my journey. I don't know if any of you know much about my journey with Younique, but you are definitely a part of my journey. I had like a little aha moment yesterday. You know how sometimes when you just feel like, what's my purpose in life? You know what I'm saying? Do you ever question that? I often think of, you know, I'm a person that loves to help others. So if I'm not doing something in the capacity of trying to help others, my sense of purpose is just not there. So I sat down and I got to thinking about my journey with Younique, and sometimes life is overwhelming. You got the mom factor, and my mom is one of those I don't know how to say it. Her happiness comes in things, you know what I'm saying? And I'm opposite. My happiness does not come in things. My happiness comes in helping someone else and seeing someone else, and without even knowing you're helping somebody else. That's important to me. So saying kind things, kind words, giving back, just, you know, always asking, how are you? You know, those kind of things. But my mom hasn't had retail, and sometimes you just need a retail shopping therapy, maybe. But I don't know. And I think a lot of it has to do with aging. So yesterday, because Mark's mom's kind of sort of feeling the same way, you know, it's aging, and they're frustrated. Life, all this technology, they don't understand it, they can't use it, so they feel kind of left out, and I understand that. So I told Mark yesterday, I talked to Marky. Mark, he had to take his mommy to Verizon because we had to get her another flip phone, okay, because hers was not. I'm putting powder on over this eye primer. So she needed another phone, and so he handled that, and then he came back, and he said, I'm going to, you know, and I told my mom, and I had to really say, you know, 4 or 5 times, Mark wants to take you to Walmart, you know, take you to Walmart, and you can, you know, go get the things you need. And see, he just let her have her time. He didn't tell her how long she had. We didn't rush through it because I wasn't there, because I'm always in a hurry. I spent my whole entire day working here at this house and never left the house yesterday. So he took her, and you know, when they came back, she had a total different attitude. And it was just the thought of getting out and being active, and just, you know, Mark said she spent, I don't know, about 40 minutes in makeup alone. So I feel her pain there. I'm kind of that person too, but I don't look in the drugstore anymore for makeup. So I do, however, go look at the skincare, but I don't do that. But my journey with Younique has just evolved into so much. Y'all wouldn't, but I wouldn't be anything without, number one, you guys behind me. Let me just say that. Nobody builds anything on their own, okay? But I am, I sat yesterday and I thought about my journey. And so I know Patty's on her journey. A lot of you are Younique presenters that watch me. So we all have our distinct journeys. And I wrote down, when I started, I joined Younique January 7th of 2015. It doesn't seem like it's been 4 years. So in my mind, I'm going, wow, okay. And then I hit yellow status on exactly a month from that day. Well, a day, like February the 8th, 2015, I hit yellow. So, and I hit fast start in March. So I was able to do boom, 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 and I didn't even know what I was doing. I really didn't. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just a person determined to want to do something with my life. And I, I had sat back so long doing nothing, living in a marriage I shouldn't have been in for 24 years. I stayed way too long, and allowing someone else to control me, pretty much. That was my life. I was controlled by others, and after a while, what is it? This gentleman told me one time, he was a preacher, and he was so insightful. And what he said was, you can just beat a dog for so long before it bites you. You know what I'm saying? He told me that because I talked to him a lot about my life, and he understood where I was in life, and that I was like a doormat for everybody. I was a doormat. I was, and I always was a people pleaser, and I let people run over me. And so, especially my ex-husband, he ran all over me. Okay, I couldn't. I had no voice, and so for a long time, I worked jobs around my children, and so I really didn't pursue like a career. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pursue stuff like that. I worked jobs that were convenient for my children and me because I was always with them by myself. He always worked somewhere else. I always had the kids. I had everything. I had the house. I had everything to do. And in order for me to have sanity, I still worked, full time, but I was able to work it around to where I could get off in time to get my kids from school so I would be home. So for those of you who are struggling in that situation, if you're a young woman and your children are you're needing to be home with your kids, then if this opportunity with Younique had been around, I think I could have grabbed it and ran with it, but technology wasn't that way back then. And so, I struggled on the technology bus too, since with Younique, I've had to learn how to do a lot of things. So, and I'm not saying I know everything, but I work at it and I figure it out, and I try to figure it out on my own. If I can't, there's an army of people to help me do it, but which is a good thing. Which is definitely a good thing. I'm looking for velour. I got to put some velour. We got to do something with these under eyes today. They look horrible. I am not awake yet, so I always like to put it on the back of my hand, like that. We're going to do my under eyes. Y'all going to get to see my under eyes again. So, what was the breaking point, if you ask? Breaking point with my marriage? I grew up. I got tired of being a doormat. And let me just say, I'm not a person with a lot of anger, but I had so much anger. I didn't know what to do with myself. I'm going to cry. I don't want to cry. But I remember that girl. And that girl finally had enough. And she found her voice. And she didn't care. She didn't. I didn't care what others thought. Everybody thought I was selfish at that point because I wasn't a doormat anymore. And so I went through a stage, that was my early 40s, and I went through a transition. And it wasn't long, I met Mark, and my life changed when I met Mr. Mark. So Mark, I knew Mark a long time. I knew him in college. All right, we're going to do this under eye. But I let go of me, and everything was always about everybody else, including my mother. All of them. Everybody, my mom told me I was selfish. I'm like, I don't know why I'm selfish. Just because I'm taking up for myself now. It's just, you're not used to this new me. I'm not going to allow anybody to run over me anymore. I will learn to say no when I feel like I need to say no, and not just say yes because it pleases someone else. And that was my growing point. And so I had already missed college. I had already missed so many opportunities to have like a real job and be able to retire. So my friend, Amy, I love Amy. We became best friends. I worked at the middle school, which I adored that job, but it wouldn't pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? I had to get a real job. So my first probably true real job as far as working like 8 to 5 was State Farm. State Farm was such a turning point for me. I met so many cool people, interesting people, people I would have never come in contact with, people I'm still in contact with today, people who motivated me. There were a lot of women in Younique who were Younique in State Farm that were very successful, and my boss was one of them. She wound up. My boss was like the vice president of the agency, like way up there, and she was one that came into my life. She was such a mentor and a person you could sit and talk with, like a real person. But she made like over $200,000 a year. But you would never think that she'd make that kind of money. So I don't know. I was just lucky enough to have her. And I'm going to press this in now. But I could talk with her. And I still talk with her to this day. So she was somebody that I really admired. And she stepped down from being vice president of agency to come and work back in the agency field office. Which is how she wound up being my boss, because she had elderly parents, and her elderly parents lived, her mama lived down in, near, oh gosh, Brundage. I guess they lived in Brundage, Alabama, which is on the way to Troy, or near Troy, if you're familiar with Alabama. So they had a big farm down there, but listen, I watched her travel all over the state to see people, talk to people, go to meetings, and she took care of her mama. She was just a person that I admired, and I thought, wow, I want to be like her. State Farm Corporate is in your town? Really? That's right, they are in Illinois. They sure are. I've never been up there, but she has lived up there. She's lived in lots of places, but State Farm was a great career for her, and she was a State Farm agent, but she wound up climbing the ladder and got into corporate. But she retired when they closed all of our offices. She retired, and I had to move on to something else. So I would still be with State Farm if I could have been. So, but I think God places people in your life when you need them. And I needed to see some strong women, okay? So that's the reason I'm saying Younique has really changed my life, because it's given me a purpose, number one. Younique has given me all of you, which I love, given me wise sisters. I've actually gotten to travel. I've won trips. It's given me a sense of purpose. And so I'm happier. I'm a happier person. I'm not that person who used to watch others just go and do. And I was always the person that stayed behind and took care of everybody's dogs and houses. And I didn't get to go and do things that much because I always had my kids, number one, and I'd have to do things around them. So if it didn't benefit them, and my ex-husband, I'm not going to say he's a bad person. He's changed. I'm sure he has. Life experiences change you. They really do. But and then after I hit Fast Start in that March, I was on the struggle bus for a little while with Younique because I was trying to figure it out. And when I started, y'all, there was no live video at all. You had to film your videos for parties or whatever. And so that's what I did. And so for that, between Fast Start and hitting pink, it was 2 years. 2 years. And then I finally hit pink in March 31st of 17. And then I hit blue in June of 17. It's something about the end of the month. I've been hitting things. So hit blue on June 30th of 2017. And then I hit green on 6/30. Isn't that crazy? Exactly a year. I hit green in 2018. That's because of y'all. Y'all helped me do that. So, and I'm sponsored. There's been like 70-something women that I've sponsored underneath. Now, everybody's not working the business, of course, because you really have to want something. You really have to be diligent, and you really have to be not willing to give up just because it doesn't happen as fast as you want it to. Amy, the one I signed up under, she decided to go and do something else and left Younique. So I went that little 2-year span there, I went like a year without having somebody. And, you know, Live came about, and that's how I got put under Jackie. And Jackie's in Arizona. So just because you sign up under someone and they maybe in another state, listen, you can still work the business. We talk in Messenger. We have chat groups. We're always on top. We have team pages. We have so much at our fingertips that I didn't have. We have training now, actually. When you become a presenter, there are training modules. Everything's there for you. So for me, I had to kind of figure it out as I went. Especially when Amy left. I was like, oh, heck. Oh, gosh, this stuff is broken. My taffeta's broken. I'm going to cry now. Oh, my gosh. Oh, well, I have a new one. Now it's all over my pants. Isn't life fun? But I just wanted to tell y'all that, you know, my journey with Younique has been one of the best experiences of my life. I have grown so much since I divorced. I married Mark. I actually have a husband who supports me in the things that I do and doesn't want to hold me back because they're afraid that you might become independent and leave them. You know what I'm saying? So they like to keep you in a little box because it's good for them. It makes them happy. So when you have somebody like that in your life who doesn't celebrate your victories or anything, you know, you never grow. So that's where I was. I'm sorry Chief's making noise. But he's making noise. Poor buddy. I haven't taken him out yet. He hasn't been out yet. I'm running behind doing that. So today we're using powder. I'm just going to put some powder on my face because I'm going to run errands. I'm not doing anything fancy. So I just want to tell you that if you've ever thought about stepping out of your box, you know, I'd love to have you on my team. I would. It's a journey. Even if you just want to be a, as they say, kidnapper and just get your stuff for a discount, it's really worth it. The Wise Sisterhood is really worth it. And I help a lot of Wise Sisters too, only because I realize the struggle. And when somebody reaches out to me, I'm going to help you. You know, whether you're on my team or not, I don't care. That doesn't matter to me. I'm going to help you out. And I'm going to give you what, you know, I have learned, tried and true. But when Live came along, Live changed my business. And YouTube, I think YouTube is probably the one thing that really has helped me. I wasn't going to be a YouTuber. I was just a person who wanted to save my videos there so that I could go back and get them because they didn't have those little disc things like I have now. I have one of those little discs. I don't know where I put it. It's laying over here. But you can put like everything on one of those little disc drives, little thumb drives. So, but I am still I'm still me. I haven't changed. I just have evolved into a totally different person than I was when I was a doormat. And I was very good at being a doormat. I was. I've got to set my under eyes. I'm just kind of letting it sit there for a minute. I hadn't forgot about it. But you see, I'm not putting any powder on that. I'm not doing this powder. I'm going to do the other powder on that. And this is taffeta. I'm using taffeta today. So taffeta is what's on my face. It's broken taffeta, but it's taffeta. I'm going to have to fix this one now, Lord. I don't know how that got broken. I didn't drop it. I don't know. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. But yeah, my journey with Younique has been, I mean, walking on that stage last year as Green, I would have never dreamed I could have done that. Never. But I wouldn't have been there without you guys, that's for sure. So I'm always mindful of how I get to where I'm at. But I do show up and I do try and I never give up. I have never, you know, and I've always been one to kind of want to run away from things that were tough or either made me stressful. I would just want to run away. And a lot of times I would do that. And I don't do that anymore. And I guess that's just, I told myself that I was not going to quit. That I was going to keep going no matter what. Even though I didn't have a sponsor there for a little while, I found a girl in Birmingham, Amber Tucker, at an event. And you know what? She's like me. She helped me. She took me into her world, and I was able to have others to talk to, other Wise Sisters. And I'm not even on her team. So that, you know, but she brought me in because I talked to her and told her exactly where I was and what I was wanting to do. And she said, girl, you can be in my group. You may not be under me, but you can be in my group. So that's what I'm saying. So she helped me, and I'm going to help others who get to where they want to be. So I got a lot of women underneath me, but a lot of them are just discounters. But I have like a handful that want to work the business. So, and you don't need a big team to have a big team, is what I'm saying. But you're always trying to sponsor, and you're always trying to present the opportunity to others, and because it is a great opportunity, especially for you stay-at-home mommies. Yeah, you can do this. You can do this. Anybody can do this. You got to have the will and the want, and and do it scared, because I've done that many times. The first time I did live Facebook, I thought I was going to throw up. I did. And here I am, just moving right on along. I'm trying to find my brushes. Where's my brushes? I had them out last night. All right, I'm just going to have to use this spoolie. I'm looking for my eye, you know, we can't leave the house without eyebrows. I can't leave the house without eyebrows, and I'm looking for my, oh, they're way down here thrown in. I'm so bad, but my brushes, here's the one I want. Because today is going to be simple. I'm using Prim for the brows. I'm not doing anything special. I'm not being special today. Now, you can go ahead and put some wax, but this stuff kind of has a built-in primer on its own. Chief, what is the deal, bub? See what my life's like? He's over there moving all around. I'm going to use Prim to do my brows, but Younique has just really changed my life. I cannot imagine not having Younique and you guys in my life. For YouTube. I'm going to say YouTube was a fluke, Judy. A fluke. I was not supposed to be a YouTuber. I had nowhere to store my videos, and I could not save them on the computer because it was slowing the computer down. So I told Mark, I said, you know, I can save my videos to YouTube, and then I can go back in there and I could download them back when I needed them and then get rid of them, because I knew exactly where my videos were for parties and stuff. So that was the whole basis of me being a YouTuber. I had no inkling to be a YouTuber. And then it just kind of took off from there. Wow, brows make a difference, people. Brows make a difference. They do. But, you know, I just wanted you to know a little bit about my journey. It's been a wild ride. But you know what? I've enjoyed every minute of it. There are times when, you know, I swear, anything that you do, you feel like you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, or you're not going to be able to do this. I've told myself that too. But I didn't give up. For once in my life, I told myself, you are in a totally different place. You do not have to answer to anyone but yourself about what you do. And not anymore. Not anymore. You don't have to stand there and listen to somebody berate you and tell you that nobody's going to want you and these children. You know, that's what I was told. Nobody's going to want you. That's what I was told. And I believed that stupid crap. But I don't anymore. But I mean, I did then because I was scared. You know, I didn't have I didn't have the job behind me to be on my own. You know what I'm saying? So I stayed. So I stayed longer than I should have. Well, I'm telling you, if you get into business like this and you really work it hard, you can have the things. You can have that security. You just work hard for it. And that's what I'm doing. I work a full-time job too. And I do this. And I've been able to make green status. So I have really proven something to my own self, that I can be, wow, that lopsided. I can be successful. I don't have to have that person in my head telling me that I'm not. And so that's my stance, and I'm sticking to it. And sometimes I do get discouraged. Everybody does. And there were a few times early on that I thought, you know, I'm not good at this. I'm not, and then all of a sudden you would have somebody reach out to you either about the opportunity or somebody would purchase, and you go, okay, I can do this. I can do this. So I just kept going. And for once in my life, I didn't run away from anything. I stayed with it, and I worked really hard at it. And I didn't know everything about social media. You don't have to know everything about social media. You learn as you go. And I've had to learn as I go. I've had to really be diligent and learn all these applications and things. It's a lot to learn, but you can do it. You can do it. Wow. I love this Prim. Prim is awesome. Prim is really making my browsies look happy today. We need Prim in our lives. So, hey, Nancy. I hope y'all are not bored by my story, but I don't know. I just need to get it out there. I need to just say thank you because you inspire me. I had a conversation with someone yesterday. It's out of the blue. She's a customer. And her message to me just made me cry. She told me that I had turned her life around. And I'm like, she told me that you don't realize who you touch and how, you know, and what it means to others. And that's my whole purpose. I'm going to cry now. I can't cry because I'll mess my makeup up. But I got to set my under eyes. But it was awesome. And I would love to post what she said. I don't want anybody to know who she is. But, I mean, it was just a surreal moment for me. And I was just like, wow, that's my goal. So just because you think you're not meeting your goals and you think you're not doing what you need to be doing in life, all of a sudden something like that is a light bulb moment and you're sitting there going, I am where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. So this is why I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So that I can pop on here and be with y'all and give you some encouragement as we age together. Because aging sucks. Let me just say that. And your face is the first place that everybody sees aging. So I'm not going to say I've got a lot of laugh lines. That's what I call them. But these are not age lines. They are laugh lines. Because we get all these lines because of our expressions in our face. So if you laugh a lot, you're going to have some nice laugh lines. That's what I say. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But, yeah, women, I just wanted y'all to know where I came from. I was a doormat. You may not see me as a doormat, but that's my life. That was my life. And I let somebody rule me. And the thought of me being strong and being my own person, he didn't like that. Because he liked me being in that little box. It kept him happy. But I was miserable. So, and it took me 24 years. That's how long I stayed. 24 years, too. But, I was evolving in my 30s. In my mid-30s, I started changing. I started having more of a voice. And when I really got in my 40s, that's when it changed. And I decided, heck no, I ain't living like this no more. So, my journey has brought me to Younique, and it's probably, maybe that was God's intention, I had to learn to love me, and I didn't love me. So, once I decided, you know what, I can do this. I'm going for it. So, if any of you have had a journey like mine, and you felt like less than, or somebody else made you feel less than. Hey, Tracy, I'm glad you're back, girl. Laughter is healing. You're right. Laughter is healing. So everybody's journey is different. And so now I'm married to Mark, and Mark is like, I would have never thought I'd been married to anybody like Mark. So he is an incredible guy. He has the biggest heart ever. He's OCD, of course. Which is not a bad thing. He's great in his profession anyway, what he does. And he's just kind-hearted, and he's helpful. And he sees my struggle. So he's a helpmate, and something that I never had. I had to do everything. I did. And I was told, when you can make as much money as me, you can go to blah, blah, blah. Because he would always go to golf things, and he would go with his friends. And then I was just at the house with the kids. But, and I was all about family. I spent a lot of time with my family. My sister-in-law, Vicky, and You know, our children were all the same age. So I spent a lot of time with her and them. And but that's what I was told when I could. He says, well, I make money when I go on these things. You know, I win, blah, blah, blah. When you can do that, you can go. That's what I was told. Well, heck, how can you go if you don't ever get to do anything? And you're always home. So he was just scared of me having a voice is what it was. He liked that. His comfort zone was me not having one, okay? So just be mindful of that. And you know, I'm okay. I saw him this weekend, and I'm fine now because my life's where it needs to be. My life is where it's, you know, this is what we're doing now. Tell yourself, this is what we're doing now. So if you've ever thought about joining anything, Younique is the bomb. It really is. And you can just do it for a discount. You don't have to do what I do. I'm just systematically here putting on makeup while I'm talking to you. All right, so I have used bronzer just to kind of warm my face up, and I put a little bit of Serene. I'm not even telling y'all what I'm doing. I've used this. I love this. This has got illuminator in it. I bought me another one because I can see that I'm seeing the little rings down at the bottom, so I know this is going to be gone soon. And look, I've used it so much it won't even shut and snap anymore. I love that. I love Serene. So, supportive hubby helps. It does. Supportive hubbies are awesomest. All right, so do we do this palette or what? I've gotten to the point now where I'm to my eyes. Do y'all want me to do this? I will do this. That's why I put on the shirt that says wine all day. Wine, W-I-N-E. Wine all day. I'm not going to do wine all day, okay? I'm going to do coffee probably all day to keep me going because I have a lot to do. It's a lot to do today. But I just wanted y'all to know my heart and my journey and why I do what I do and how I have evolved into the person that I've evolved to. I'm not, I'm just, what you see is what you get. That's who I am. I'm the same all the time. Do I get sad? Yes. Do I get mad? Yes. I don't have temper tantrums. But there are times when you just want to cuss and you just go in the bathroom and go and get it out. And then you come back out and you're a better person. That's the way I see things. And but you don't do it in front of others. Mark has seen me get angry. Me angry is funny, y'all, because I'm not good at being angry. So it's like I don't know what to do with myself. All right, I'm taking some of this gentle. I'm just not an angry person. I don't like being angry. But there are days when I'm like, is this all there is? Especially when I'm at work. I'm just, you know, this is not what I need to be doing in my life. That kind of thing. I need to be working on Younique. Younique's my passion. I love it. I absolutely love what I do. I don't know what I would do without this business. I don't. I think I would have never evolved into who I am if I had not done this and proven to myself that I can actually do something and it has nothing to do with anyone else but me. I had to prove it to myself, you know. I like that part. I like it. So let's use. We're gonna start with this color. We're gonna start with Gingerly. I should have cleaned this brush. I don't know what's on it. Maybe I need to clean this brush first. I'm gonna have like all these colors all over my face, all over my eyes, and I don't want that. This baby needs a bath. Like on my little, I love the brush cleaner. Oh yeah, I needed to clean this baby. Let's get it off. Get it clean. Now it's clean. This stuff is fabulous. If you don't have the brush cleaner, you need to grab it because it saves me a lot of agony from having. I hate washing brushes. But you should wash your brushes like every 2 weeks. Okay. So you really need Fervent. Yeah, Fervent is a great color. I use it a lot, by the way. Because I'm wearing this color today, Fervent fits the mold. Oh, Chi-Chi's going to start snoring now. I forgot I got to put velour on. But I hope I haven't bored y'all too much this morning with my story. But at least you know a little bit more about me. I grew up in the same house all my life. I had, you know, grandparents who lived right next door. So I've been around family forever. Cousins lived there. My granddaddy bought a place up on the lake, and he had a store called Bonner's Fishing Lodge. and because my maiden name is Bonner. And so I grew up. That's where I grew up, in one house all my life. Never moved. Never moved until I got married. And then I moved 100,000 times because he never was happy at where we were. We always had to move. So I became a professional packer, mover. I could move a house now, let me just say that. I could pack it up and get out of there. That's for sure. But he was never happy in one place. And like we moved like every 2 years. It was ridiculous. And then finally, when I got into my grandmother's house when I divorced, I lived in my grandmother's house for 8 years, and that was the longest that I had lived in one place since I had married him. And it was nice. It was nice the day that I said, this is my house, you need to leave. That's not quite the way I said it, but that's the nice way of saying it. And I moved on with my life. I did. Oh, thank you, Jody. I tell you, I am just your normal, average, everyday girl. I really am. I'm nothing special. I just enjoy connecting with others. I like to hear others' stories and personal struggles, because we all have them. We're all going to have struggles. Nobody's going to go through life without a struggle at some point. Either you don't feel good enough, or some people just feel left out. Some people have struggles with anxiety. Some people have struggles with, whether you're sick or not, different things that happen in our life. And so all we can do is pray. I always talk to God. Sometimes I'll talk to God on my way to work, and I turn the radio off, and it's just silence. If you have silence, you can hear things. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it. I've had that experience on the interstate, believe it or not. I was begging, and then I'll tell you this story. It's kind of I probably have told this story before. All right, I'm putting gingerly on, by the way. I was going down the highway. My children in the back seat. We were headed to Atmore, okay, for family stuff. And I was going to church then, and I was at Cain's Chapel, which is a church I grew up in, Methodist church. And so Sunday school, if you don't go to Sunday school is a really good place to be. You learn more there, to me. You learn more. You can ask questions about things you don't understand. And so I had been going to church there, and I was in the Sunday school class, and I don't know, I was going down the highway, and he was on me about something. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. I just remember it was a beautiful day. The sun was out. My children in the back, they were asleep, and back seat, and they were asleep. And we were driving down the highway. He was just always on me all the time. And so I remember staring out the window because I had tears in my eyes, and I did not want him to see me crying. And so I'm looking out the window, and I'm looking up at the sky and the beautiful clouds and the sun, and I was begging. I was going, please get me out of this, please get me out of this, please get me out of this. I was saying it over and over and over in my mind. And of course, he didn't know what I was saying. Husband at the time didn't know what I was saying. So this is the new color, unworldly. We're putting unworldly on. But what I'm saying is, if you're quiet and you're in that moment, I tuned out the hubby. Okay, I tuned him out, and I was just begging God to get me out of it. Please get me out of this. I bet I said it. I couldn't tell you how many times I said it. And because I wasn't strong enough then to do it. I wasn't strong enough to do it then. And it took a while longer even after that. But all of a sudden, I heard this voice in my head. And this is a true story. I'm not making it up. I heard this voice in my head said, trust me, I am with you. And I was like, I literally just stopped because it wasn't my thought. So God does speak to you. You just have to be willing to hear it. And that was all they said. That was all I heard. And all of a sudden, I look forward at the road in front of me, going down the interstate, and peace. It was like peace came over me. My whole body relaxed. It was like, yes. And I did. In that moment, I was just like, there is God. He just talked to me. I feel it. Your whole body, my whole body was so intent and upset, and then all of a sudden, my whole body just went shoo. It was like the weight of the world was off my shoulders. So that was my aha moment of, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. It's just not going to be right now. So don't ever give up. Don't ever give up on life. Don't ever give up on your dreams. Keep pushing forward. You'll make it. You'll make it. And here I am. I'm living proof. You can make it. I'm living proof. Because this person was not kind to me. And but narcissistic, yes, narcissistic all day long. But I don't put up with that stuff anymore. So I don't. If there's somebody like that, I know how to engage somebody who is narcissistic now, and that's just who they are, and you just have to love them where they are. But you don't have to engage that person in that way. So, but that's my story. I don't know if y'all ever heard me say that story before, but that was the most surreal moment of my life, really. And I'm thinking, okay, I know he's there. I heard it. I heard that voice. It was not my thought. When you get a thought like that in your brain and it's not yours, it's not your thought, and you hear it like someone speaking to you, trust me, I am with you. That is all you need to know, that God is real. He is real. And that moment changed my life, because I was like, okay, I'm going to be okay. Something's going to change, but it's just not going to happen right now. And that was my aha moment. For real, for real. And then it took for a few years, but I did get out of it, and I did marry Mark. And then I met my good friend Amy. I would have never met Amy had I not worked at the school system, because she was a teacher there, and she turned out to be the librarian there too, and she turned out to be one of my best friends. So, and she's a lot younger than me. She's 10 years younger than me, but we connected and we had fun, and our daughters were the same age, so that's probably why we're such good friends, because our daughters were constantly spending the night back and forth. God, that color is pretty. I could just leave it like that and not add fervent. What do y'all think? I'm just sitting here putting on makeup, not even telling you what I'm doing. I was using the deluxe brush, by the way. If you want to use put makeup in a precise area, this is a great brush for that. That's why I use this one. It's fluffy, it's soft. And that's why I grabbed this one, because it's easy to kind of pop it here in the corners, and you can blend with this brush at the same time. It's a great, great brush. God wants to speak to us all in time. Yeah. That's the first time that's ever happened to me, Beth. That's the first time that's ever happened to me. So, it's just real. It was a real moment in my life. Going down the interstate headed toward Mobile. I was on Interstate 65. I don't know exactly where we were. Probably somewhere around Greenville, somewhere like that. Long enough for the kids to have fallen asleep, thank goodness. They could not hear what he was saying to me. Or at least I hope they weren't hearing what he was saying to me. But I tuned it out. I don't even remember what he was saying to me. I just remember that I had to overcome so much in order to be who I am today. But I probably wouldn't be who I am today if I had not gone through all those experiences. So there's a reason. There's a rhyme and reason for everything. And so, but if you have ever felt like you want to do something special for yourself, join something. Yeah, I'm not saying join Younique, but it sure has changed my life. My journey with Younique has been fabulous. There have been bumps and roads along the way, but I stayed on the course, and I told myself I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going and just share what I love. And maybe one day I'll have a big, huge team under me, and we can all grow together, and I can help some others, you know, and I would love to be able to, like, give back. I would like to do, like, I was thinking about this the other day, you know, because I love dogs, and I'm all about dogs and stuff, and animal shelters, and I would love to do some kind of, you know, like, get something where all the proceeds, like whatever I earn from it for like a party for a week or whatever, a party link, whatever I earn, I just give to the Humane Shelter in Elmore County. And I've thought about that for about a month now, because if I go over there, I'll bring every dog home. I'm not allowed to go there, Mark said. Oh, I can't stand it. I'll see something, I gotta have it. And that's where we got Angel from, Mom's dog. I love this brush. This is that little precision brush from Japanese. I'm going to find out how to say that. Japanese. But I think I would like to do that. That way, whatever I make goes to them. Goes to the precious doggies. And I would like to do, like, I'm going to go through anything blankets. You know, they always need blankets. They always need food. So I think maybe once a month, Lisser's just going to, whatever proceeds or whatever I can do, I would like to buy dog food, blankets, anything I can take up there for the animals. I love dogs. The only thing is, when you go to that one is, it is a kill shelter, of course, and I don't like it when I go in. That's the reason I have a hard time going there. Now, the one in Montgomery is not a kill shelter, so I could see me, if I could ever retire, I could be the person who would go there. I'd clean out cages. I would do whatever to help out dogs, because those dogs, this a no kill, so I could handle going there. I could handle going to that one without crying every day when I left, and coming back and seeing some dog gone, and you know, I wouldn't even want to ask whether it was adopted or not. I would just, in my mind, he got adopted. So I am a dog advocate. I love them. I do. Okay, so I added a little bit of fervent. I didn't add much fervent, though. You were almost in my area. Not quite, but almost when? Here in Alabama? I need to travel more. I am going to see Terry. I'm excited about going to see my bestie. I hadn't seen her in almost a year, y'all. I talk to her often. I mean, we've been friends since the age of 13. So she's been my bestie a long time. And back then, you know, we didn't have cell phones and all that kind of stuff. So I've got to put we're going to put Gentle right here. We used to write letters, believe it or not. That's what we did. We wrote letters. I'm going to take some Gentle now, and we're going to pot Gentle right here. I'm getting all fancy, and I'm not even going anywhere. Well, I am going somewhere, but I'm not going anywhere fancy. I've got to go to Bright House and take back some things. I got to get Mom's TV working in her room. I got to go get a new box. So I'm taking my day off to run and go do all these errands. And hopefully, I might be able to sit down and get a pedicure or manicure. Mark gave me a gift certificate on my birthday, and I haven't used it yet. So, oh, thank you, Tara. I love my doggies now. I'm a person, and my goal this year also, is to get Chief a wheelchair thing. That's my goal too. And those things cost about $1,500. So I'm going to have to kick butt a couple of months and get him what he deserves. That way my buddy can get outside. He can run with the doggies. He can get some exercise, because that's what he needs. And I feel so bad for him because he can't get up and get going, you know, and get around. And it drives me crazy. It does. I want him to have the fun life of a dog, you know. They like to go walk around and sniff. They do. That's part of who they are. They like to sniff, and they like to run and play, and he still likes to be able to do that. Now, I'm his legs, of course, and I do every day. Like when I get off of here, I'm going to be taking him outside. But do I need liner? I think I do. let's use, where is Proper? I got Proper. Did I tell you what colors I use, by the way? I don't know that I did. I think I did. I can't remember. I've been talking so much this morning. Gentle, fervent, gingerly, and unworldly. Somebody look up unworldly and tell me what that means. Unworldly? That's just a strange name for eyeshadow to me. Yes. Oh, Camden. Oh, yes. Girl, I've been to Camden. You know the, Nancy, the boat down there, the ferry? My dad built that. And the Foghorn, you know, my dad passed away and all. So, is it Foghorn or whoever? They finished it out. So, but my dad built that, and we came down there and when they dedicated it. So, yeah, I've been into Camden. I've been to that nice little Hardee's. That's about all y'all got there. This is Hardee's. Then when I went into Hardee's, I saw, in the bathroom, I saw Kay Ivey. I met her. She was there because they were dedicating the boat. And we were invited. So it was a different governor then, but she's in the government. She's the governor now. So she's the one, she's getting inaugurated today. She's in her 70s, y'all. She is awesome. She is awesome. I like seeing women succeed. Hey, Evelyn. Oh, yeah. Camden is a girl. There ain't no cell service there either. I remember going down there and having no cell service at all. And my cousin Alan, we were riding with him. Lord help us, in his big old truck. Because the whole family went. Our whole entire family went. And I have pictures of that. It was awesome. We got to ride the boat. It was a group picture. I might post that on here so y'all can see the group picture. It was a group picture of my brother who has passed away now. And John's in it. John has passed away. And it's been almost a year since John passed. Y'all know that? I just thought about that. My nephew. It's just sad when people go. It is. Especially he was way too young. Way, way, way too young. But y'all, by no means, I am not a perfect person. Okay? I'm not perfect. I get angry. I get sad. I get frustrated just like everybody else. And sometimes I feel like I'll tell myself, you can't do this. And then I have to really put myself somewhere. As I don't have a whole lot of alone time, you know, because we have Annie living here. We have my mama living here. So I'm making me a nice little wing. This is Proper pencil, by the way. Did I tell you that? So I don't have a whole lot of alone time or downtime. I work all day. And I work on Younique during the day when I can. But at work, at regular job. And then when I leave there, I come home and I work till I go to bed. Pretty much. I help Mark. Mark does the cooking. I clean up the kitchen. And then I start Younique. And then it's Younique to the end of the night. And bless Mark's heart. He sometimes gets left out. And but he hangs. He understands that it's my dream. And he doesn't try to keep me from it. Now, every now and then, I have to disconnect and totally focus on Mr. Mark. I have to disconnect and focus on Marky. So this weekend, Mark's going with me. And so Terry and I will probably go do some things on our own, of course. But see, he doesn't mind me doing that. So I have the best husband in the world. I do. I don't know what happened in his other marriages. Maybe they just weren't compatible with Marky. And I don't know. But he's the keeper for me. He is. We're best friends, and that's the key. I think I didn't have a best friend before. Just had me. That's all I had, but just me. That is pretty. Look at that. Look at that shine. Gosh, they make the most gorgeous colors ever, y'all. I love these new nudes. I got the other 4 coming. They're the darker colors. I think I got all the light colors and not the darker colors. But that is really pretty. That's really pretty. These are very, very light. Look at that. Look at that. You don't need no more than that. Look at that. That is so pretty. Wow. It's like a foil kind of look. Look at that. That is amazing. God, that would be a pretty nail polish. It's kind of what it looks like to me. I like it. I like it. I don't know what to do with lips today. I am going to use one of the new, I love the new, I love these. I love these new ones. But I don't know which one I want to use today. I got all three of them laying over here. My hair is whacked up today. I didn't do much with my hair. I blew it dry and pulled it up, and that's about it. I feel like fooling with it today. All right, curl your lashes, curl your lashes, curl your lashes. Always curl your lashes. And let's grab some, well, here it is. Black Epic. We're going to do Epic today. Snarky. You want Snarky? I'll find Snarky. Look what I found. I went and bought that huge, you know, Mark went and got me that real big magnifying glass, and I found my little one. The little one works better. I don't know why, but it works better. But I love these new nudes. Evidently, that's the new thing. Nudes. But they all have a little bit of a shimmer. But even though they have a little bit of a shimmer, you can still get away with wearing these. They're not like glittery. They're just very, very soft shimmer. So, when I get the other ones, I'm going to do just a whole eye just using those. Wow, makeup, mascara. Mascara's the bomb. Epic is anyway. My subscription service came in, so I have new mascara. I love that because I don't have to think about it. I'm not never going to run out because it shows up. And I'll see it. And sometimes I'll look in my back office and go, what did I order? And then I realize I have subscription service and it's my mascara on the way. Because I have my mascara coming like every 45 days. So, successful. Which is your favorite? I don't know. I like them all. That's my problem. Because they're all kind of a similar color. It's just their variations are, one's darker, one's middle, one's lighter. So basically, they all kind of complement each other. But I kind of like supple. I wore that yesterday. I'm going to take you out, buddy. Just hang on. I know you hadn't been out yet. He's over there fussing. I know, Bugaboo. I know. I wish he could get up and walk. I feel so bad for him. I do. Hey, Keisha. How are you? Hey, Shirley. My mom's name's Shirley. Matter of fact, I got to go make sure she takes her medicine when I get off of here, too. I'll take Chi-Chi out. And I'm going to head on out. Get my stuff done early. Oh, I got to eat. Sorry, I got to eat first. Successful and supple in the center. Oh, I've done that. I did that one day. That would probably be pretty with this top. I got to put a jacket on though over this because it's cold here. I just like this shirt. I'm wishing it was summer. I am a summer girl. I like fall. I like spring. Now, summer here can get really hot. So, I don't like to sweat. But here in Alabama, though, it can get like that steamy hot. It just, too hot. So, I would recommend when you do your mascara to at least put 2 coats. 2 good coats of it. And don't be in a hurry. You don't have to be in a hurry to do mascara. Unless you're running late for work. Just don't try to do your mascara and dry. That would not work. That would not be good. Oh, you know what I didn't do? All right, let me give me some moisture to my lips. I forgot. I need to exfoliate just a tad. This is a peppermint one from a year ago. I still have it. All right, so I have these 3 colors. Now, I know which ones are what now because of the color. So there you go. So Snarky's in the middle. This is successful and this is supple. So there you go. There's the 3 colors. See, they all have kind of a pinky, mauve-y kind of look to them, but they're very, very neutral. So, yes, and I love the lash serum, yes. I didn't do it last night. What's today? Monday. Tonight's my night to do that. I do it like 3 times a week. It keeps them healthy. It makes them longer. It makes them happy. I'm going to put on Prim. But right now, I have exfoliated my lips. I hope I haven't bored y'all too much today with my life story. But I wanted you to see that you're never too old to do something new, or learn something new, or change your life for the better. So if you're thinking you want to do something in your life, like what I do with Younique, you know, message me. I'd be glad to talk to you about it. It is life-changing if you make it that way. You know, you have to get over the fear of doing lives, which I have. And believe me, sometimes I still get butterflies when I know I've got to talk about something new that I'm trying. I get a little nervous because I don't know whether it's going to work out or not. And so I got to spend some time today kind of studying up on some new techniques. And so, you know, I'm always looking and striving to bring you something of value. So, all right, I'm going to smooth some of this in so I don't have like a harshy line a lot around there. Oh, and something else I need to do. Yeah, there's some shadows there. See that? It's probably from doing that. That's what I've created that happy line there. Oh, let's see. Okay, here it is. This is my Maybelline. You can like put light right over where you have those little lines going down, and then make sure you smooth it in. And today I just used powder on my face. Looks pretty darn good. I love the powder. Powder's fast and easy too. All right, so now let's choose the lipstick. Which one? Which one shall we do? Let me see. You want to do, I done got them all mixed up now. Here we go. There we go. Let's see. Supple? I like supple. I like supple. So, maybe we'll do successful. You want to do successful and supple? Or snarky? Snarky. What a name. What a name. I can't even. Snarky. Oh, let's see if I can read these names. Let me make sure I got it. Yeah, this one is successful. This one is supple. So, you want me to do snarky for you, Dana? Do you want snarky? You don't know how I would approach at the, what? At the silent sport women in my town. Oh, hardly anyone wears makeup. Well, you know, we're fixing to have a wonderful skincare line too come out next month, Renee. So when people say they don't wear a lot of makeup, all women will typically wear, even when they're older. This is what I see. My mama wears everything. So, but everybody's not like her. But like Mark's mama, she wants to do her brows, which I got her that for Christmas. She loves lipstick. So lipstick and brows and mascara are 3 of the things that I think older women will wear. And maybe a little powder on their face. A lot of them like a little powder on their face. So that's what you're hoping for? Well, I typically, if somebody is older, they're not going to want, especially if they're in their late 70s and in their 80s, they're going to want mascara. They're going to want lipstick. They want a little blush on their face to the little color. They call it rouge. They're going to want a little rouge on their face. And nothing sparkly, by no means. But, I see a lot of women who are in restaurants who are older, and after they eat, they always put their lips on. So it is important to them still. They still like makeup. They're just not going to do what I do as far as under eyes and all of that. They're not going to do all of that. But we're going to put on snarky. Let's do snarky. I think snarky will be pretty. Let's do snarky in the corners here. Uh-huh. And leave the center open. I know, Chi-Chi. I'm coming, dude. He's getting all nervous over there. Get on your bed. There you go. Sit down. What you doing? He's standing up. He's not standing up. He's sitting up. I see you, buddy. I'm coming. He's trying to get over here, y'all. Bless it. All right, here's Supple. You want to tell everybody hello, Chi-Chi? I can make him bark. What you want? What you want? What you want? What? See? He told me outside. I'm doing it, dude. I'm coming. I know. I know it. Don't be fussing at me. Don't you fuss. Get off that fuss bus, boy. There you go. Now, see, that's not... It's a little lighter in the center. But if you know, Sunny is the other one that I love to use. Now, Sunny will give you a little bit brighter in the center if you want something a little lighter. Sunny is really pretty. I like it. It's not one of the new colors, but I do like Sunny. I have Sparkling. It's on its way. So it's kind of a peachy nude color too. So, oh, good morning, Donna. So, there you go. Ta-da! I'm totally done now. I'm ready to go face the world and go and do everything that I need to do. I'm not excited about going to Bright House, but I'm going there. I've got to get my mama's TV working. So, that's the only way to get it done is I have to get a new box. You know, you can't just plug up the cable to the back of the TV and it work anymore. You don't have sound. You have to have this box. They get you every time, don't they? Get you every time. Thank you, Jody. I do. I think this is pretty. I do too. I like these colors. So just to recap, the colors on my eyes, I kind of mixed warm and cool together a little bit. But pretty much, you know, this can kind of morph into any color that you want to wear. But this is gentle, this is fervent, gingerly, and then unworldly is the one of the new nude colors. A very, very pretty color. So, if you need help with kudos, just put kudos in the comments. I'm going to go back through these comments here probably while I'm doing my toesies today. Maybe I'll get to do my toes today. I've got to get my gift certificate. Here it is. Here it is. I haven't used it yet. See, it says Solar Nails. I know it says backwards to y'all, but my hubby gave me this from my birthday. And I can get a mani-pedi with this. I need to do it. They're probably going to go in there and say, "You won last year. You can't use this." Well, that's okay too. I'm still going to try to get it done. So, all right, guys. Me and my doggies are about to go outside. I'm coming, honey. He's staring at me. I got to go. But I love you guys, and I will see y'all. What's tomorrow? Tuesday. So Tip Tuesdays tomorrow, and I'll see y'all then. Please, if you want me to do any of the newer colors or any colors that you have, maybe that you need help with, just put them in the comments or message me with them better. It's probably better to message me and say, I got these colors and I don't know how to use them. And I'll be happy to do a tutorial for you on those colors. Because I want everybody to be able to use their makeup that they get and enjoy it. And not sit there and stare at it going, I don't know how to put it together. My goal is to make you happy and to make you gorgeous and beautiful. And confident. Confidence is probably the most thing. All right. Thanks for listening to my story this morning. And don't forget, Younique the door is always open if you want to open up a conversation about joining Younique as well. Love you guys, and I will see y'all later.